Good evening, people. Now, to my great shame, I have to admit that I haven't gotten around to doing the end of 2023 full Swarovski collection annual tour yet. But I'm going to give you a small bonus update while you wait. I'm going to show you the new Swarovski figurines that I have received in January of 2024. Then I'm going to add these to my collection and then do the full collection tour. I have to admit that my schedules have been fully trashed, we're majorly overworked and sleep deprived. So let's hope I don't mess anything up. First of all, here we have one of the smaller bell ornaments. I think this was 2019 smaller bell. They do larger and smaller bells. It's a very beautiful item. And next to it we have Symbols eagle, rather modern depiction of eagle. Then we have a fairly recent figurine. This is Among Blue Mountains Dancing Crane, which is very impressive, very beautiful. And next to it we have one of the US exclusives. This is In-Flight B, which I received thanks to my lovely friend in USA. It's a very beautiful item. In-Flight B Gold, there's a rhodium version as well. Then we have the Happy Flowers. Happy Flowers Rose Pink Medium and Tulip Small Pink. There are 3 different sizes and many different colors of these Happy Flowers. You'll see many of them in the full collection tour. Then we'll go here. This is the Winterbird ornament and for the Christmas tree. It's a very awesome piece, very special. And then we have another item I promised myself I wouldn't collect. Walt Disney's Cinderella slipper ornament, which is actually incredibly beautiful. I had to place it on my wish list, though I told myself ages ago that I wouldn't collect Disney, and same with this one. Frozen 2 Christmas ornament, which I actually like much more than the Frozen 1 Christmas ornament. I love the shape of this thing. Then we have some older Swarovski Crystal Society pieces. Now, first of all, here we have the Swarovski Crystal Society Charter Member Paperweight from 1987, if I remember correctly. You know me and years. If you want to check the release data and product numbers and others, you should check the video description. This one didn't have a product code that I could find. Then we have the 1990 Charter membership gift Chaton and 1996 membership gift heart clear. There were 3 different hearts given in consecutive years, if I remember correctly. And then there are some with prints and so on, but this one is completely clear. Then we have one of the Vitrail Paperweights, which are a bit more obscure. This one is one of the 30mm Vitrail Paperweights. Then let's go here. We have a Gingerbread house ornament. And then they started calling this line Holiday Cheers. So this is Holiday Cheers Holly Leaves ornament and Holiday Cheers glove ornament and Holiday Cheers star ornament. These were retired, these 3, after only 1 year of production, which is a pity. They are rather nice. Then we have some garden tail flowers. This is Nigella and Mimosa And my favorite, wild strawberry. These are rather difficult to display. I placed mine on a wooden board and I drilled holes into, or actually I had my husband drill holes into it because I was too busy. Yes, I can use a drill. Then we have Macy's ornaments, though these are once again USA exclusive pieces. So we have Macy's ornament from 2023, and this one is 2021. It looks, in the most pictures, it looks like pink and clear, but it's actually golden shade and clear. So, and then this one is 2020 and 2019, which was rather difficult to find. Macy's doesn't deliver outside USA, so I only have my friend to thank for getting my hands on these beautiful things. And then another thing, this one was a gift with purchase, little star or star ornament. This was given with a large enough purchase this year. This was not available to Finland. I know that at least people in France and people in USA and Canada could buy this or could receive this if they bought with high enough amount. But it's a very small but very beautiful piece. It's coated with the Aurora Boreal coating, which looks unfortunately a bit very yellowish in this color, but it actually shows many shades in greens and blues when it's displayed properly. Then we have one of the older Christmas Ball Ornament, light siam satin if I remember correctly, and 2012 issue with these beautiful metal themes and so on. And finally, I wanted to show them one thing I mentioned in my last video, the exclusive ornaments, which were sold only in USA and Canada, or actually have been until this day. They were released somewhere in 2023. There are 4 things, and I can now confirm that 3 out of these 4 ornaments are actually complete rip-offs. So here we can see this, this which I showed first on the right is the gift with purchase, and on the left you can see the exclusive shimmer ornament. Now this gift with purchase ornament was given with a large enough purchase, and it features, they called it Aurora Boreal, but that's a shimmer coating. It's purplish and pink, and basically it's the same crystal, and they just changed the hanger, as you can see, and they did it with the clear star, and they changed the holly leaves ornament as well. So basically they re-released 3 figurines. They also have an exclusive swan keepsake box, which is actually one of the Chris Bear boxes, and the swan from one of the loyalty swan ornaments. So they are apparently combining pieces or figurines from unsold or ungifted figurines to create new, what they call exclusive items. So you can choose if you can or want to buy those, but the flower blossom ornament is beautiful, and that's a complete exclusive. I'll show it one when and if I manage to get one on my hands. But anyway, that's my rant. I'll get back to the full collection annual tour ASAP, but right now it's almost 2 a.m. and I really need some sleep. Good night.